everybody. Welcome to the Lifestyle Show here on Radio 1 FM 103.7 with me, your host, Devi Vanhon. It's 9 minutes past 10 a.m. on this beautiful Tuesday morning. It's the 12th of June, 2018. It's a beautiful morning. It's not too hot. We currently have a temperature of 31.8 degrees Celsius. Feels like 37, and today it's partly cloudy. And today, thankfully, is forecast to be cooler than yesterday with a high of 31 and a low of 25 degrees Celsius. There's only a 10% chance of precipitation. Humidity is also lower than yesterday, only 61%. Right, it's Tuesday, and today I have a very, very special surprise for you. I'm not alone in the studio, and normally I don't start interviews immediately, but today I feel like I want to because it's extremely interesting, because it pertains to food, my favorite subject. Please welcome a very special guest, Franck Sampere. I hope I got your name right. Good
Correct.
morning. Good morning, Franck. Thanks a lot for taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure you have a lot of things to do, but thanks for taking the time to come and see us here in the studio. I hear it's not the first time you're at Radio 1.
Yeah, correct. Thank you for inviting me in this brand new and beautiful studio.
I love this
located in city center.
Yes.
It's much more better than the previous one. So I'm very happy to be here with you this morning.
And it's also pretty close to your restaurant.
Correct.
That's right. So yeah, for people who do not know, Franck, you own Open Wine restaurant.
Correct. I'm a chef and co-owner because I have a partner, Philippe, of Open Wine restaurant, not far from here on the street 19.
19, very, very close to here. Now, before we start to talk about the real reason you're here, I do want to know a little bit more about you, because I never really had a chance to sit down properly and talk with you.
Correct.
So yeah, can you tell us first of all where you're from and what brought you to Cambodia?
Well, I'm French. I'm 40 years old. I was born in the southwest of France, not far from Spain, Toulouse.
Yes.
And after 7 years of catering school and different experiences in France, I went to Vietnam like 16 years ago. And I was co-owner of a restaurant as well in Hanoi, in the city center.
Wow, in the north, no?
And around 13 years ago, I came in Cambodia with Philippe Weckman, my
so
partner.
It's been, over a decade. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Voilà. And we opened a restaurant, butchery and bakery in Phnom Penh, behind the Royal Palace.
Wow. That's great. And so food, you have a love for food.
Yeah, for sure. Since I was a little boy, because my father was a cook and teacher. He was a teacher in a catering school in France. So he taught me all of this when I was very young. Yeah.
So I have a question. It's, just because I'm super curious. What was the first thing you ever cooked? Just because I'm interested.
If I remember correctly, when I was very young, my father taught me how to cook an omelette.
Yes.
And in French, we call it omelette baveuse, which means rare omelette.
Yes.
This is for us the proper way to eat omelette. And so actually it's not that easy to cook, and I remember my father taught me the way to carry the pan and the move to do it.
Yes.
I don't know, I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old, something like that. Yeah.
So that was your very first.
Yep.
Yes, that's awesome. And it looks like you haven't stopped since.
Yeah, sure. That's a pretty long time ago. Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, now that you've been here for over a decade, what I'm interested in is how do you think people's views on food and fine dining but in general, food has changed in 13 years. I mean, when you first arrived here.
Well, I gotta say, in Cambodia and in Phnom Penh, it's the offer is very, very rich. We have a lot of different restaurants. You can eat any kind of food you want in Phnom Penh: French, Japanese, Khmer, Chinese, Italian, you name it.
Because even though it's a small city, when you think of it,
definitely. And I think Phnom Penh is probably trying to target to be probably the gastronomical destination in Southeast Asia for the food, because the offer is pretty huge and the quality is getting higher and higher year after year. Of course, there's a lot of competition, but that's good because it gives you more strength to go on. Yeah. And the offer is huge, and I'm very happy because Khmer people are very interesting about food and culinary experience outside from their Khmer cuisine.
Yes.
And it's pretty surprising in Southeast Asia because other countries not that much, but Cambodia, yes.
People usually like what they know only.
Yeah, definitely. And in Cambodia, it's not that at all.
So would you say that even like in your own restaurant, your clientele, I mean, you have people who are more interested and come and try?
I would say 80% of my customers are Asian. A lot of Khmer people. Then Japanese and Chinese, I would say around 20 to 25% are Western. And if I have to divide, I would say 50% French and the rest of 50% rest of the world. But mainly Asian people and Khmer people since the very first day.
Well, I think this is an awesome achievement, actually.
In terms of business, of course, it's good, and of course.
That's great. Now it's so I heard, actually I came upon this like on Facebook. I was scrolling the other day, just looking at events, what's happening, and then I stumbled upon this first Escoffier dinner. I was like, what? Scrolling back up. What is that? AK, did I get the city right? Yes, Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Can you tell that this is exciting news?
So two things. First of all, we have to explain our auditors who is Auguste Escoffier. So Auguste Escoffier was a very, very, very great French chef. He might not be very well known in the world because, of course, at that time we didn't have a Facebook and a social network.
Just for people to know, he was born on the 28th of October, 1846.
Yeah.
So that was before Facebook.
And he died over 80 years ago, in 1935.
35,
yep.
Yes. So that was before all the social
media. That was before
Mm-hmm.
Paul Bocuse, but it was for us, for the French cooks, for the French cuisiniers. It was the one who codified really the culinary techniques.
Yes.
He wrote a book which is called the Guide Culinaire by Escoffier, which is like a Bible to us. It's a Bible to us. He was the first to organize in a big kitchen what we call in French brigade, which is like a military organization with a chef, sous-chef, chef de partie, demi-chef de partie, first commis, and so on and so on. He collaborated with César Ritz. Obviously, everybody know the Ritz Palace in the world, and they collaborate together. And of course, he created a lot of recipes, pêche melba, for instance, and crêpe Suzette, and so on and so on. He was really a mentor to all of us.
I mean, as some people, he's referred to as roi des cuisiniers.
Yeah, correct.
So king of chefs and chef of kings.
Correct. So,
that's not entirely gets it like that.
French cuisine, of course, he come back from a long way, because we have a really story of French cuisine. And but if you have to name one among all of us, the last centuries, Escoffier is probably the number one. Yeah, definitely. After you have Vatel, you have LSR and everything, Massiolo, but this one is the one.
Yes, the one.
Correct.
Okay, so now that we somehow know who Escoffier is or was.
Yep.
Now let's get to this dinner. What does that mean? And
well,
of course, he's not here
himself. This is
bring him back.
This is an international association we call Disciples d'Escoffier.
Yes.
So Escoffier,
disciple.
Thank you.
Yes.
So it's an international association, and we just opened in Cambodia one branch. Our president is Mr. Richard Gillet.
Yes.
Richard is a member. He's a shareholder of Talias Group.
Yes.
They have Topaz, Kema, Malice, and so on.
Yeah.
So he's a president. We started the association in Cambodia something like 3 months ago. Something 3 or 4 months ago.
Brand new.
We had the first chapter in Delhi Restaurant, which is a French restaurant owned by Pierre Favitsky, a friend of ours. It's mainly to the chefs, but you can also be part of this association as an Epicurean member, if I may say.
Yes.
Voilà. So far we are a few chefs, and we hope that the association is gonna grow.
So how many members are
So far, it's just a few because obviously it's just a few months. I would say around 10, something like that. We have Mr. So Pierre, I say from Delhi, Richard from Talias, we have Takashi from La Résidence, we have Ludovic from Le Vôtre, we have also some partner for the suppliers, Endoguna warehouse and so on. Sorry guys if I don't name everybody because I didn't take my list with me.
We can do this later, but that's fine. Okay, so that's great. So it's brand new. And so about this dinner. So
Alors, this is what we call Epicurean dinner. Okay, and
sounds like something I want to attend.
Voila. And it's gonna be the first one. We plan to do 4 dinners like this a year in Phnom Penh. So obviously the first one is at Open Wine, and the next one would be in another restaurant of the members. Okay, and voila. This is we try to offer a proper and French food with a wine pairing. Okay, and we chose. I mean, we have to follow a process, and it's gonna be a reasonable price, so it's going to be like $60 to $65 with a wine pairing, good food and wine pairing. Voila.
That's
with all the chefs here, and we're going to have a nice moment.
And I mean, so you're getting to host the very first one, which I guess it's
I'm going to host the first Epicurean dinner.
Yes.
The first chapter when we got intronized was at the Delhi, but it was not open to public.
Yes.
And this one is the first one open to members and non-members.
So, but that's a great honor. You get to host the first one.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
So, what about the pressure?
Oh, it's okay, you know. I mean, of course, yeah, you have pressure. Plus, you have all your colleagues, you know. So
yes.
They are all great chefs, and you want to make them happy. So,
of course.
But it's good.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to take place this Thursday. It's like just 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, we still have only few seats available.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask. It's of course there's limited.
Yep, 50. We limited the seats at 50 people,
yes.
which is not bad already. And I gotta say, I checked this morning. We just have like 8 or 10 seats available, and it's gonna be very fast. So if someone interesting. Call Devi and she will book for you.
Yes. If you invite me as well. Yeah, call me. Okay, so it's quite limited. So just a few spaces left. And so you said this is going to happen like 4 times a year?
Yep.
So you're not making it something that's too common? So
no, sure. You know, 4 times a year is not bad already.
Good, good.
Plus, you know, you have a lot of events in Phnom Penh. So, no, it has to be like exceptional dinner, you know.
Yes. And so far, so obviously since only a few places left, the response has been good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's 23 minutes past the hour. We have to take a short break for some music and then also the business news. And when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more, not just about the dinner, but also restaurants and also plans for the future.
Sure.
And I want to hear all about it. And did you bring anything for me to taste now?
No, not this morning.
Okay, next time you will have to.
Sure.
Right, so let's take a short break. Let's get back to the music first. And what I have here is Cara Emerald with Liquid.
French development firm Proparco, a subsidiary of the Agence Française Développement, or French Development Agency, has granted a $14 million loan to local firm Golden Rice, which is primarily a miller and exporter. Proparco said the loan had been signed in Singapore on the 7th, and the money would be used to develop Golden Rice's infrastructure. They said the money would be used to expand Golden Rice's rice husk gasification, that is, burning rice husks to power electricity generators, instead of discarding them after milling to rot or create more methane, a known greenhouse gas. In Golden Rice's case, they are aiming for a generation output of 1 megawatt. This is the third loan Proparco has made to Golden Rice, and while they talked about what the loan would be used for, the Phnom Penh Post reports that no details of the terms of the loan were released.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
With ABA Mobile Banking, my money goes where I go. Out with the family and need to top up the wife's card? No problem. Top up my mobile, pay the electricity bill and the internet bill while relaxing. Done, and done. No problem. My teenage daughter left her card at home and needs some cash. No problem. Receive push notifications when clients pay into my account. Definitely no problem.
With ABA mobile app, you can easily transfer funds between ABA accounts, pay your bills, receive notifications every time you receive or transfer funds, and more. ABA Mobile. The bank is wherever you are.
Coming up next, international news.
The diesel emissions scandal kicked off by German auto giant Volkswagen has now reached to that country's most iconic brand. Daimler has been ordered by the German government to recall nearly 250,000 Mercedes models after it was discovered they also contain software designed to cheat emissions tests and ensure that during testing they complied with clean air laws, even if they didn't during normal driving. Daimler has to recall 238,000 vehicles in Germany, mostly Mercedes-Benz C-Class, Vito and GLC models. But the company has admitted that 774,000 vehicles across Europe contain the software, and that it will recall all of them. The company, founded in the 19th century by the inventor of the motor car, Carl Benz, has said it will delete and reinstall the engine management software, but denies any deliberate wrongdoing. It seems that German manufacturers have been working from a position of total contempt for environmental regulations. Since the scandal began in 2015, some 11 million VW cars have been found to have been non-compliant. In February this year, BMW recalled 12,000 cars in Germany, and in May, Porsche recalled 60,000 cars there. The German government cannot compel them to recall vehicles outside Germany. Neither company admitted wrongdoing. Meanwhile, Daimler itself recalled some 3 million Mercedes-Benz cars manufactured since 2011 to retrofit them into compliance. And it still denies wrongdoing. Speaking of car companies, iconic British four-wheel drive manufacturer Land Rover has announced that production of its Discovery model will cease at its traditional home of Solihull in England and move to Slovakia instead. Since BMW broke up the Rover company and sold its bits off in the 1990s, Land Rover has been owned first by American auto giant Ford and now by Tata Motors, a subsidiary of the Indian conglomerate the Tata Group, which also purchased Jaguar from Ford and merged the two to create Jaguar Land Rover. Originally, JLR said the Slovakian factory would be to supplement Discovery production, but now it will be to produce all Discovery models. That is so, according to the company, Solihull can turn out the next generation of Range Rover models, which have yet to be announced. Previously, Jaguar Land Rover said by 2020 all of its models would be available in petrol, diesel, hybrid or electric versions. Some 10,000 people work at the Solihull plant and around 1,800 of them are on agency contracts. Land Rover has already said 1,000 agency staff would not have their contracts renewed renewed, and the shutdown of Discovery production will affect those who are left. Land Rover said the shift of production to Slovakia was not down to Brexit, as most of the new Range Rover models, when they come, will be exported to markets outside Europe.
The news was brought to you by ABA Bank, a partnership you can trust.
ព្រំលិខិតបានកំណត់ឲ្យពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយការជួបរបស់ពួកគេតបបង្កើតបានជាមនោសញ្ចេតនាស្នេហាដ៏ផ្អែមត្រជាក់វាជាចំណងស្នេហ៍ដែលកើតឡើងរវាងចិត្តនិងចិត្តតែគ្រប់យ៉ាងត្រឹមក្តីស្រមៃប៉ុន្តែវាបានបញ្ចប់ទៅដោយសារតែភាពឈ្នានីសនិងរនាំងនៃវណ្ណៈអូនចាំបានមានរូបកាយាមានបងក្បែរប្រាប្រាប់អ្វីៗដែលពួកគេធ្លាប់បានសាងជាមួយគ្នាគឺសោះត្រឹមតែអនុសាសន៍និងភាពជឿចាប់តែប៉ុណ្ណោះនេះឬជាចំណាព្រំលិខិតនោះហេតុអ្វីស្នេហារបស់ពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយបែរជាត្រូវប្រត់គ្នាហើយបន្សល់ទុកត្រឹមស្លាកស្នាមអនុស្សាវរីយ៍ស្នេហានិងពាក្យសន្យាស្នេហ៍ដែលគ្មានថ្ងៃអាចបំភ្លេចបានបែបនេះទៅវិញនេះជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដ៏ល្បីល្បាញនិងជាប់ចំណាត់ថ្នាក់លេខ1ប្រចាំប្រទេសតួគីហើយក៏ជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលទទួលបានពានច្រើនជាងគេជាពិសេសគឺពាន International Emmy Award ជាមួយការសម្ដែងដ៏ល្អឥតខ្ចោះជុំជាមួយកំពូលខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលល្បីល្បាញបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដែលធ្វើឲ្យទស្សនិកជនទស្សនាហើយទប់ទឹកភ្នែកមិនបានរឿងស្នេហ៍គ្មានទីបញ្ចប់នឹងមកដល់ក្នុងពេលឆាប់នេះនៅ My TV
ប្រឹក្សាយោបល់ជាមួយយើងខ្ញុំដើម្បីការផ្សព្វផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មរបស់លោកអ្នកឲ្យមានប្រសិទ្ធភាពសូមទំនាក់ទំនងមកកាន់ទូរស័ព្ទលេខ016 933
What do you mean you haven't got the Radio 1 app yet? Download it now. Find it at Google Play or the App Store. Listen to Radio 1 anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
You're listening to The Lifestyle Show with me, Devi Vanhon, on Radio 1 FM 103.7. It is 22 minutes to 11 a.m. here on The Lifestyle Show with me, Devi Vanhon, and with my very special guest, Franck Sampere. We just had a quick break, and now we're back. All good?
Yep.
All good. Yeah, so you're also saying actually that right now, this morning, you're also busy because you're not just a restaurant, but you also have a bakery.
Yeah, correct. I mean, we have in the premises of Open Wine, we have what we call a laboratoire. We have a kitchen for bakery and charcuterie, cold cuts. But this is only for the wholesale market, so we don't have any shop.
Sure,
we just supply few hotel restaurants and mini mart, such as we have an exclusivity contract with a Kiwi Mart.
Okay,
we supply
great.
many things to them. Cold cuts, bread, viennoiserie, salads, and so on.
That's great. Voilà. So this, did you start this at the same time as the restaurant, or did this come a little bit?
Yes, the cold cuts and the charcuterie and the bakery, we started in the same time with the restaurant, which allow us to have a very good quality of meat and bread in the restaurant. And we supply because we supply other restaurants.
That's great.
Voilà. So we work mainly with local products. For the pork, for example, we work with La Ferme de Bassac, which is a wonderful pig's farm, 45 minutes from here. They make organic porks and
so like
very, very high quality of meat. So it allows us to make a nice ham and pate and terrine and sausage and stuff.
Oh, so that's good. So using local products,
sure.
Which is great.
We try as much as we can to use local products, but obviously in a French restaurant,
of course, it's some things you cannot
you need to import
here.
some stuff such as foie gras and stuff.
Would you say it has become easier or more recently and to source products than like when you first started? Yeah,
definitely. Of course, with the increase of the number of restaurants in Phnom Penh, the food supplier as well has increased. So you can find nearly everything you want, and also you can make stuff coming by plane, which is not very carbon tax, I admit it, and also it's gonna come very expensive. But I hope Cambodia is gonna continue to develop agriculture. It's extremely important. I wish we have more vegetables, because now so far we have a lot of vegetables coming from Vietnam, you know, and in Cambodia should be good if we can increase the production of vegetables, and also beef farm and stuff. We have a few, but we in Cambodia need to increase this.
And because also I remember like years ago, even dairy products were so difficult to find here.
Correct. And now actually, you can find French cheese almost everywhere. Wine, you just name it. You can find anything you want.
True.
Yeah, no, definitely. You can find a lot of different products in Phnom Penh. I mean, in Cambodia.
This is a positive development.
Yep.
And do you also feel like people now appreciate it? Will put more thought into what they eat now than
salt.
Put more thought, more thinking.
Thought. Sorry.
into what they eat than they did like maybe 10 years ago.
You mean you're talking about dietetic or
no? I mean, of course, we see the history of Cambodia. I mean, just coming out of a war, where food was just, survival. It's just, you need to feed your body. But you feel like over the past decade that this has changed, and people are putting more thought into, also the pleasure of eating, and also the quality of food that they put.
Once again, in Southeast Asia, Thailand, I don't really know, but I can compare with Vietnam. Cambodia, Khmer people, they're really onto food. For them, it's extremely important. They never skip a lunch or a dinner. And once again, they are very curious about food. They want to try everything. No. When you are a cook and when you have a restaurant in Phnom Penh, I mean, in Cambodia, you are very happy because you have a very responsive guest in front of you. Definitely.
And also recently I've seen, there's more and more organic shops. They're Cambodian owned, that's organic vegetables and things. And I see a lot of locals actually shopping there, which I don't think I would have seen years back.
That's very good you mentioned that, because I almost forgot. But you're right. Since let's say 3-4 years from now, we have a development of the organic vegetable shop, and actually, it's working. I'm surprised. Sometimes I go to buy veggies for the restaurant or for me or whatever, and I see mainly Khmer customer inside, and I think this is a great improvement.
That's great. Now, I have another question. So you've been running your restaurant together with your partner for 13 years?
Something like that.
Now, what are your plans for the near future? Are you going to continue this? Do you see yourself expanding?
Well, of course I'm going to continue that. I wish, of course, to improve that we do since many years. We open this place. We try to improve the quality and the service and the offer year after year. That's what we did, and we want to continue that. So why not try to get the standard a bit higher? We're gonna stick, of course, on our style of cuisine, which is a French traditional cuisine.
Yes.
I don't like to put poudre de perlimpinpin on the dish, But we're gonna try to increase the quality and the standards. Very important.
That's great. That's great. Now, we just have a few more minutes left, so I wanted to give you the opportunity to maybe once more mention the dinner on Thursday, and any other things you think our listeners should know about your restaurant, any upcoming events or other things you. So this Thursday, the dinner, there's only a few more spaces left. How can people find out more about it?
So for this Thursday, yes, I think 8 or 10 seats still available. Of course, customer can find this on the Facebook page of Open Wine, on the website as well.
So your and the name of your Facebook page is Open Wine Restaurant.
Correct. Yes. Open Wine Restaurant, yes, of course.
So make sure people can find
it. And they can find all the details on that. and they can apply. They can reserve through Facebook or through website. They can call me. They can send me a letter. They can do whatever you want.
Send a messenger pigeon.
Yeah, sure.
So I see you also have the website www.open-wine.com.
Yeah, correct.
I see your website. And
it's a nice website featured.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, featured by our friend Franck Dufresnoy, which has Locks Company marketing company.
But it's beautifully designed.
Yep.
Are you also, I mean, you know how Cambodia is very much social media.
Sure.
Not so much Twitter, but people do seem to like Instagram as well. Is the restaurant Instagram?
Well, we have an Instagram
account.
Fortunately, Frank is taking care of it because I'm not really an Instagram guy. Mm-hmm. I think I don't even have it on my mobile phone. But actually, it's true. Yeah,
I'm looking at the beautiful pictures. Okay.
We have a lot of reservation coming through Messenger, Facebook.
That's good.
Me, when I book a restaurant, I prefer to call, but I'm an old-fashioned guy. So Facebook is available, Instagram, and so on, you name it.
Lovely. And so you're open daily. Do you ever take a day off?
No, we open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. without any interruption.
Do you take a day off?
Yeah, we have because we have two teams. So
yes.
We have two teams. We are very lucky because we barely have some turnover of the staff.
Oh, that's
so
good.
we have a very strong team, well trained.
That's very great.
In the kitchen and in the service as well. So it's very good. We are two partners. Philippe is more onto back office. I'm more onto kitchen. Plus, we have a lot of things outside. I'm president of Good France Cambodia. I want to mention that, which is a commission of the French Chamber of Commerce. Good France Cambodia is an association of French restaurants and French caterers created like 4 years ago with a few French companies for the culinary industry, and we try to promote the savoir-faire culinary, French culinary in Phnom Penh. We organize every year the 13th of July.
I was about to say that the next big upcoming event should be
the next
14th of July.
So it's going to take place in Sofitel this year.
Yes.
We're not going to do in Kopik anymore. It's going to be on the 13th of July. So something like 1,000 seats available.
Wow.
And French Chamber of Commerce is organizing.
Yes.
With, of course, the French Embassy will be there. And Good France Cambodia is taking care of the food and the service. And it's going to be hosted by one of our members, which is Sofitel.
Yes. So, our registration's open already.
I think pretty soon. We have a meeting this afternoon, and it's going to be very soon. Yeah, sure.
So definitely need to book this. Looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Right, it's just 10 minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to finish here. Franck, thanks a lot for coming. I know you're very busy, just 2 days before the dinner, so all your things going on this morning.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot for taking the time out of your schedule to come to talk to us. It's very exciting for me. I'm sure our listeners as well. And the live video is going to stay, so you can share it with all your friends. And now we have witnesses. I will definitely come for lunch again. I'm not coming nearly often enough.
Okay.
I do absolutely want to come very, very soon.
Sure, but I will give you a call because we're going to make the new a la carte soon. So you will have to try the dishes before we printed it.
Oh.
Right, Franck?
Would be awesome. Well, thanks a lot for coming. Have a great rest of the day and best of luck for the Escoffier dinner on Thursday. Okay, I'm a dancer. When dancers wish each other luck, we say merde.
Wait.
Sorry.
No need to be a dancer to say that.
Yes, is there anything, chefs, any specific good luck wish that chefs have for each other? Because us dancers, it's merde.
No, we say merde, yeah.
Okay, so that works too. So, merde for Thursday.
Thank you very much, Devi, for having us this morning. Thanks a lot.
And last thing, do you perhaps have a song request? Because that was your interview here on the radio. I'm happy to play something.
You have a request for the song?
Yes, if you want to hear something.
No, I didn't think. Yes, this morning when I woke up, I don't know why. Usually I never listen this kind of music. I was hearing Pink Try.
Okay,
Yeah,
Pink
it's
Try.
nice.
I don't know if
I
it
don't
was
know why I put
but
this on the radio this morning.
Okay,
Voilà.
Pink and Try. Okay.
Try. This is the name of the song.
Okay, I will try to find it in just and the moment I do, I will play it. Okay. Okay. So before the end of this hour, but right now I have another song that was requested by one of our listeners who was watching the video just before, and Mr. Ratana Hin, who is the Cambodian dog whisperer. He requested "Pray" by Sam Smith. So I'll play this one first, and then I'll play your song.
Good, great.
And the listeners, stay tuned. I'll still be here until 12 p.m. this noon. So still lots of music, celebrity gossip, and the events calendar listing all coming up.